It's an urban legend.
That's how you feel?
Well, I don't really I don't consider my Instagram is a platform to showcase, everything that I do. But
Well, no shit. Like, you use it more of a business side than your personal side.
like I have like 6 Instagram accounts and nobody knows about.
I feel like you're the type of guy that like creates accounts just for like the promos and deals and like, like the giveaways people do online. And then they're like, subscribe.
There's definitely nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I know people that used to do it a lot, but I feel like that's the type of thing you do.
But no, that's not why I have the accounts.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's just like different interests.
Like such as what? What?
You know how the algorithm works? Like when you're following like certain accounts or when you're interacting with like different accounts, you start seeing stuff that they also pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I make an Instagram account and I keep it like specifically for architecture. Over time, I'm gonna start seeing like very cool concept, like in-depth topics in architecture, for example, or like buildings that I wouldn't necessarily see if I was just like searching architecture, and it's just stuff like that.
So you're basically just trying to keep your interests going.
It's almost like making an account for each category. You're almost like programming, how you have like different cells for different functionalities.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. It's just to keep it like
how often you go on those accounts? Do you check them every day? Is it sort of like when you feel inspired or if you feel like you need to be inspired for that specific interest, you just go on?
That's a good question, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
It really depends on what kind of week I'm having,
Mm.
So like if I'm shooting a lot this week, I'll probably be like looking for like photography inspiration or something like that. But if I'm doing school, like for the past 2 weeks during exams, I was on my architecture Instagram and I was just scrolling through things like, and you see like posts regarding like schoolwork, like excavation and like foundation, how they lay in, stuff like that. Just like it's information that's useful for school and it's at the same time, fun, I guess, to me.
What do you think about the new Instagram algorithm? I feel like, especially you being a photographer, on your end when you post stuff, I feel like some of your great stuff gets missed by other people, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. But I don't know much about it, but like the Instagram algorithm, you know how they remove the likes and stuff like that.
Yeah, to see how
it's just a matter of like quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
The quantity in terms of like how many likes you're getting.
But so do you care more about the quantity of likes or do you care the quality of the pictures that you post?
Quality of the picture.
Okay.
And at the same time, like, consistency is important and it's so hard to be consistent. Like, you have to actually, you'll have long days if you want to be consistent, like sometimes it takes me an hour to edit a picture and sometimes it takes me 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like
I guess it also depends on how much time you have.
Right.
Can't really go
and what the
around.
client's paying you and how
yeah,
busy you are.
I usually don't. I almost keep it separate. I try. Like, I don't post stuff that I did for clients on my Instagram sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, this picture I'm editing. Or the photos I've taken of this client before. I haven't posted any of that because there's 2 reasons for that. The client doesn't want that. And, I don't think it fits what I'm going for on my Instagram page.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a hard time finding a theme for your Instagram page, or every day that you just honestly take a picture, you're like, no, this is just what I'm going to post?
It transitions. It depends. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, like, there was a time where I was just, like, posting, like, in rows.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 pictures at a time, and I would split them throughout the week, and all 3 would make just like one row on Instagram. But then I was like, that's not really. It's kind of limiting me on what I should be shooting, and at the same time, it's kind of repetitive for whoever's viewing, I guess. Because like I've posted a picture on day 1, and then they expect the next 2 to be similar to the first one, because that's how it goes. So it's like it's kind of predictable, and I didn't want that, so I started like putting a bunch of them all in one post and have like different posts every time. So
knowing you and knowing your work, Omar, like I'm not gonna say, like I won't even lie to you, bro. Like you're one of the most talented photographers I know. Even with the short amount of time you've had to practice and do photography.
Thanks,
I've said this before, in a couple weeks ago. Like I told you, like the stuff that you post is very genuine and very creative, especially in the diversity of models that you've had.
Thank you.
You know, like, and I think it's still growing. You know, but I definitely want to see you post like a lookbook. That's one thing I want to see from you, is a lookbook, or some sort of like, just this another outlet, you know, for people to grasp onto your work and be like, yo, this is what he really does. Like, this is what he's really good at. You know, because I think even though Instagram is sort of like a portfolio for artists, you know, I think you should start also being like, nah, my worth is a lookbook. I want people to start buying my work instead of looking at it for free and just giving me likes.
Yeah, I can see that happening, but these kind of things have a different market. Like, you can't have a lookbook of portraits unless you're like Brandon, whatever his last name is. He's a photographer, and he does like things with like neons and stuff like that. I definitely like his style, and I can see how he's marketing his book in terms of portraits. But like if I were to sell something like that, it would probably be not as much portraits, but more like abstract landscape, architecture, like stuff like that.
Like weird stuff for people to just observe and look at.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a painting rather than like an abstract painting. Because, I don't know. I guess like when you're editing in Photoshop, the page you're on is your canvas, right? It's photography is not just like shooting at the moment, unless you're like doing like vintage camera, like old school. But like with this digital photography, it's like Photoshop, it becomes your canvas. So like you can go further in, you know, enhancing your picture. And for a lookbook, I don't think portraits would be like I don't want to buy a book of portraits unless it's like it contains like designer clothing, you know, or stuff like that. But I don't see.
You wouldn't do something like you know, the Humans of New York. Have you ever heard of that Instagram account? The guy that goes around New York.
Yeah.
He himself
it's
like has
people.
But he himself, like, his lookbook is legit people, and I think the beauty of it is like you get to observe. I like looking at people.
But that's different photography.
No, for sure. And
I see. It's like capturing the moment of what's happening. Yeah, that's completely different than portraits.
Right.
Like, the thing I do is like the models, they're posing. You know, what you're talking about. I'm assuming it's just like people doing their thing being captured without knowing, right? I've never seen the account, but that's what I'm assuming. Like.
Nah, man, but I definitely see you doing so much work, Omar.
Landscape, probably, yeah.
But if say, for example, you get tired of doing photography, is there something or passion or interest that you would strive for? I know you do piano on the side. Would you continue doing piano and see if you can be, for example, on a band or
it's complicated with the arts.
Yeah.
With the arts, really, I don't know. In this day and age, I feel like you can't just, like back in the day, it was like, you're a pianist, that's it, you know, you get paid, or let's say you get a job as a pianist, or you know that a lot of people do that, I know, but like I don't see myself taking piano to that level where it's like professional, getting paid for it. Just like photography, I guess I'm doing it professionally, but for a piano, it's a really tough market, you know, like a lot of people already do that, you know. But photography is more like vision related. So it's like, as long as you can deliver an image or you have a vision of some sort, you're painting an image, right? So it's complicated, but it all like links together. creating music, drawing, painting, photography.
Okay. Why not both? Why not
Language
all?
itself is like an art, you know.
Yeah.
I forgot what the question was, bro.
No. I was saying, would you venture out if you ever stop? If you ever got bored of doing
Oh man,
photography?
like if you're curious as a person,
Yeah.
you'll never get bored.
You always find
Because
something
you
new
could
to just
literally
do.
be
Huh?
staring at a rock and be like, "What does it feel like? Can I break it? Like,
Yeah.
how much does it weigh?
The
Like,
curiosity that we have as humans.
You know,
will
like-
forever just be there.
how can you be bored?"
Nah, man. Some people can be bored, man. Some people don't even know how to use their time. You'd be surprised at people that just be sitting on their asses every day, like, yo, not knowing that they could do something with their hands. Not jerking off.
It's just like,
but, you know what I'm saying? You could do something.
I don't know, man. Like,
But besides that, we're gonna get away from the photography questions. I got a couple of would you rather.
oh yeah, would you rather?
Would you rather questions? I think this will be a little bit fun segment for a bit.
Okay, would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll. You
Drum
gonna have
roll.
sound effects?
There's gonna be some roll.
You're
They're
gonna
gonna be in the
add
back.
sound effects?
We're gonna have them in the back. They're gonna be right now. You heard them.
You already heard. It's your boy.
So, but yeah, let's go into this. Dive into these would you rather questions. So, would you rather have
Hold on 1 second. Can't be making all that noise. Let me just get myself ready. Alright.
Okay. So, would you rather have to eat a bowl full of crickets or a bowl full of worms?
Those are both good. Is this like... Can you toast them though?
No,
Like-
they're like fully raw out the ground. Someone grabbed them.
Oh, come on.
No.
Can you put sauce on them at least?
No, this is fully raw, like protein. I'm about to dive in.
It is protein.
I'm hungry.
Which is good.
Been starving my ass for 2 days.
I wouldn't like the what was it for the crickets?
Crickets, a bowl full
I wouldn't
of
like the
crickets.
texture of the crickets. Just like the
So you would like squishy worms?
yeah,
Chewy, all that stuff?
yeah.
Damn.
I just think of chicken.
So worms?
Yeah, I would go with
Worms?
worms. Yeah.
That's the problem. I'll go for crickets, man.
Come on, bro.
I'd
why?
go for crickets, bro. The crunchiness, all that stuff. I'm not really a squishy guy. Like, texture is something big with me.
Now that
Even
you
though I
say
can
that,
eat
it's
everything,
like-
like, I feel like crunchiness is just like...
I don't know, bro. I would barbecue them regardless. The
Well, if the
question
question-
was
if the
crickets
question-
or worms. No,
if the
no,
question...
you can't take it back.
No.
You said crickets or worms. You didn't specify
Okay.
the cooking instructions.
Would you rather eat raw crickets or raw worms with no sauce, nothing on, nothing marinated, legit off the ground? A little kid picked it up, was like, "Here, try this."
Okay, I'll probably go for the crickets. You know why?
Crickets?
Because I'll probably just rip their legs and arms and eat that.
That's pretty vivid, man.
Yeah, because you don't want to squeeze. You don't want to bite on the body and then all the juice.
Just come out. That's
so
nice.
just grab the legs and the arms. You know,
So it's like a little
it's
chicken
like a chicken
wing,
wing. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
So would you rather eat a stick of butter or snort a tablespoon of salt?
Tablespoon
A tablespoon of salt.
or
Eat a stick of butter. Now imagine the butter was like corn on the cob.
okay. Yeah, of course. I'll take the butter.
The butter.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, all that fat in you, huh? I'd rather snort the freaking salt.
I was gonna say that, to be honest with you. I was like,
But then
you know,
no,
the
you
corn and the butter. I was like, sold. You know?
sold, huh? Okay, so you said the butter or the
'Cause
salt?
I've sniffed Skittles before. You know, like at the
Yeah,
end
you're
of a
fucking
Skittle.
No, but explain the story. What happened? No,
No, it's all good. It's
don't
all
stop.
good. It's good.
This is for the podcast. But don't stop. Don't stop. Explain to the people what happened.
You know
Skittles.
the sour Skittles?
Yeah, what about them?
You know when you finish the bag, there's like a little bit of the
Oh my god.
the
I feel like everyone is guilty for that. That like
yeah.
excessive.
If you haven't done that, bro,
You have not lived. You have not lived on this earth if you've not snorted the excessive salt from
it's
a
not
Skittle.
salt. It's like
What is it like?
I don't even know.
I swear it's like not salt, like sugary, sour sugar.
Wow.
What is it? Huh? We'll search it up later.
Let's snort it and let's see what. What do you taste?
Yeah. First of many. Okay.
By the way, this was not a reference to anything else.
We were not exposing ourselves to what we do outside of this podcast.
There was no snorting of any kind other than Skittles involved.
Exactly. Third question. Would you rather have a third arm or a third eye?
Whoa, bro. The things I could do with a third arm, though. With a third eye, I mean, yeah, I can see behind me.
But actually, that is a good question. Where would you place your third eye if you had a third eye?
Where would I place it? That's a good question. Behind me.
Behind you, huh? But wouldn't that be scary, always knowing what's behind you?
Yo, that's fucking weird, bro.
Because then you're always looking in front, but you're also looking at the back.
How would you even, like, you'd have two screens in front of you? How do you even...
How would your brain process the images coming from back and forth?
All I can picture is, like, the 360 camera.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still weird. I would be able to see my... I already can see my legs. But, like, what happens if you look up? You'd be seeing the ground.
Yeah.
Or what if you, like, put your face in the sea, half looking in the water and then half looking at the sky?
So why would you want to be half looking in the water and half looking in the sky? Or in
to see what it looks like. Because then you'll see water and sun at the same time.
But then what picture are you trying to vividly imagine?
I don't know.
Just like a weird...
I don't know.
Landscaping third eye view.
I would rather have a third arm.
Third arm?
Yeah.
But I feel like the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking about the third arm, I'm like, how am I going to fucking sleep?
Depends where you place it, bro. I'd have a third arm just to give me a massage, fam. I'd be like...
I think a third arm would definitely... I think third eye is very disgusting.
That's weird, bro.
Like, I think a third eye...
That's weird.
Going back to, like, how my brain would, like, process the images that they're coming towards all three eyes. Like,
I mean, my third eye is already open, but, like...
Oh, you're a woke guy. You're woke.
I don't need a third one. I need a fourth one.
So we're agreeing on the third arm?
Third arm.
Third arm for sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely agree with the third arm. So, fourth question. Would you rather eat raw egg for the rest of your life? Or sleep in a bathtub filled with egg yolk? Egg yolk.
What was the first one?
First question is eat raw egg for the rest of your life.
Or take a bath in one?
Or sleep in a bathtub filled with egg yolk.
I'll probably take the bath.
No, you're not even bathing, you're sleeping, so you sleep for the rest of your life in that.
For the rest of your life?
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Okay, well I added that now.
It's probably good for your skin, no?
You think so?
I don't know.
Egg yolk? I think egg yolk, eating it, like drinking it, yeah, it's good for your skin or good for your body in general.
I mean, I don't like to eat it raw, but it probably feel weird.
Yeah, but you're a guy that already loves eggs.
You feel suffocated.
Yeah, but you already love eggs, man. You're the type of guy to do that shit for the rest of your life.
I know, but raw eggs, man, come on. You gotta cook that shit. Throw some barbecue sauce.
Okay. Some
maybe
barbecue
honey garlic,
ketchup
Diana
on there.
sauce, Diana sauce, honey garlic.
Salt to just, add a bit of flavor.
I'm hungry, bro. Damn.
Well, go get yourself a raw egg, man.
I chose the bath, so.
Chose the bath, alright. So, this is something aside from the would you rather, but what is something you refuse to share?
Whoa. A lot of things, bro.
A lot of things. Do you feel we as humans are very greedy with a lot of things that we have and possess in our lives?
Is that related to the other question?
Nope, but I said we're going totally aside from the would you rather questions.
Do I think what? Humans what?
Are very greedy when it comes to sharing.
Obviously. Yeah. Because you can't generalize that question though, so it depends on the person.
So going back, what is something that you would not share?
But when you said that, I didn't think as in possessions. I thought as in like, I don't know, just knowledge.
Okay. No, we can go along the topic of knowledge, like anything.
Or not knowledge, basically, like experiences that I've been through, That's the kind of sharing I thought you were talking about. But like, in terms of like possessions, yeah, I would Yeah, I don't mind doing that at all, actually. Like, for example, if I were, like, if you wanted to start photography, for example, you know, I would probably lend you my old camera, you know? That kind of sharing to, like, get you to a better spot, you know? If that's the kind of sharing you're talking about, then that also goes down to the kind of person you're sharing that with, you know?
Mm.
It's like, do I trust this person, or does this person, like, who is this person, you know?
Mm. How well that person
Even
has
like,
gained your
even with
trust.
someone I don't know, I'm still, I don't know, I guess, nice, but that has nothing to do with sharing.
Well, you're gonna be nice to regardless who you meet. You know what I'm saying? It's how you're supposed to treat someone. You know.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't give someone I just met my camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You definitely need to gain that trust. You need to gain that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really about trust at the end of the day. You know, for me, I think it's trust and respect. Really, when it comes to someone I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
You know,
even if I know you and I know you're the fucking clumsiest person
Yeah.
ever that doesn't take care of anything you
Trying
own.
to add me here or what?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
What?
So you trying to at me?
Nah, bro, I'm just saying, like, in like a in a scenario where that is the case, I would use my judgment and not do that.
Yeah, I feel that. Man, one thing I've learned definitely this year is just the respect thing, especially when it comes to people I don't know. I felt like everybody I've met, like, it's sort of like, it's not that I do it off purpose, but I used to judge someone off their appearance, you know.
We do that.
Yeah, but like this year I was practicing more of like when you meet someone, try to understand who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of like what other people might say. You know what I'm saying? Like
from the inside.
From the inside, really. And I think that's one thing I was really doing this year was like, it was mostly like a why question to everybody. Like, why are you this way? Because when it comes to me, I think I'm a complicated dude. So when I want someone to know me, I also want them to understand that I'm not just how people think or people say I am. Like I want someone to know me by asking me who I am.
Yeah.
And I think that's crucial, especially in the day and age that we live in, where people don't really like to ask, or people think they know someone through social media.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was one big life lesson.
But like, I feel like everybody by now knows that.
But do they though?
So like, do you really want to judge someone off their social media? Really?
People do, yeah. I mean, if you're a person that posts every day stories every day about your life, then yeah. Like I mean, I'm gonna assume that hey, this is who this person is because they're already comfortable showing that their life on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
So I'll make that judgment. Okay, like okay, this is who they are. Cool,
Mm-hmm.
Like some people are some people have social anxiety, and social media is a good way for them to just talk, or express themselves.
Yeah.
But no, when it came this year, like I really did, like, every conversation. I was even telling my friends, I was like, yo, this year, every conversation I'm gonna come up with is gonna be a genuine conversation. Like I'm gonna be genuine, and I'm not gonna be this fake guy that's like, how people when they don't see each other, it's like, oh yo, let's holler at me, yo, let's link later, or like, we should chill soon, but then you don't hit them up,
Mm-hmm.
For me this year was like, no, like if I'm off social media, then everyone that comes in my way, I know I'm gonna be like, yo, let's meet because I've not seen you in a long time, and I know I want to know what you've been doing the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the approach I went in. It's been good, man. Like I think a lot of the people I met this year have been good people that have definitely taught me a lot.
2020, bro. You got that. You gotta get that vision.
No, man. 2020. It's definitely, and with everything that's been going on this year, like it definitely set me up to really like.
It's a new woke.
No, it's a new decade, new woke.
2020 vision.
2020 vision,
You gotta see it, bro.
Exactly, and I think like when it comes to 2020, the actual year, man, I'm gonna be booming, bro.
I think you just gotta be consistent, and you seem like you already love what you do, which is a good start.
Mm-hmm.
That's where most people go wrong, because that's the only way to improve is if you're constantly getting at it,
Mm. But I think with what you said, the consistency part, I'm definitely like still practicing that, just cause like.
No, bro. At your own pace.
Yeah.
At your own pace.
But I will say, like, I do sometimes feel fall under that like stress, that like fuck man, you know, like I want to produce the greatest content that people can, you know. But at the same time, I do realize it is at my own pace. If this is my own idea, then it's gonna come out naturally and it's gonna come out good, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely would admit that I do fall under the pressure of being stressed sometimes with this and just being like, yo, like I really want to bring this out. I want to put the greatest content. But then I gotta also learn from my mistakes. You know, I gotta learn that this is also a new idea at mine and that it's not gonna come out perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
But over time, with all the practicing, with time, it's really gonna. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get comfortable and confident with what I do and what I say.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But it also goes back to the thing where, you know, that feeling when you're doing something and you don't want to do it.
Yeah, like clean dishes. Yeah.
This happens to everything. No matter what it is that you're doing, you're gonna get the same feeling eventually. So would you rather get that same feeling doing something you like, or that same feeling doing something you hate? And it comes down to that. If you like what you're doing, you're gonna get stressful moments where you're just like, fuck.
Wow,
maybe
I never thought about it like that.
You know, maybe it's, I don't want to edit this audio right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to this right now. You know, you're having a bad day. You just don't want to do it anymore. But you still do it because it's your getaway kind of thing, you know. Like when for example, if I'm editing, I'm listening to music, you know, I'm just vibing, relaxing. Sometimes I don't listen to music. I think of nothing. It's the same thing as if I'm drawing, you know. Your mind is paused. You're just creating. You're thinking. You're observing. You're just like, I don't know. It's a nice getaway.
Right, you're learning. You're taking everything in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even if you're hating it, you're still gonna learn it.
No.
Like it.
And something important you just said was, would I rather have that feeling doing something I love or something I hate? And I guess that's a thought I should consistently keep in mind. Just because, you know, like, if I really hate it, then why am I continue doing this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, coming down to this podcast, I really love doing this. You know, but should I keep mindful that there's gonna be a lot of downfalls? Yes, for sure. You know, and if I keep that in mind, then definitely I'll definitely succeed, knowing that okay, I was ready for it. All I have to do is just be better the next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's definitely something, and that's something good to really keep in mind for anybody that's really going through something. You know, like there's gonna be hardships and everything you're going through, but hey man.
Bro, honestly, I started expecting things to go wrong, or like for me to not feel like this is going the way I want it to, you know?
Do you ever have a, like, for example, like, do you always have, like, what's that word I'm looking for? Do you always look at the negativity in every situation you're in? Like, do you always look at the worst possible outcome?
Bro, I feel like I've been cursed with seeing both sides of things all the time. And it's the hardest decision to, like, pick one.
No, but why is that a curse? I feel like that's more of you being empathetic towards the situation. You know
I guess, but like sometimes you need to just be positive, you know. Especially in those hard times. Like, but like I started expecting those hard times, so I'm like, look, you know, I would count my blessings. I'm like, right now you're doing good. Something bad's gonna happen, you know. Give it a week. There's gonna be a moment where you're just like, fuck this, I hate this, I don't want to do this. But you're gonna get through it. So when it does come, I'm like, I've already expected this. Now let me just let time settle this. And within like 2-3 days, a week max, it goes away.
I feel that.
And then I'm like, what the fuck was I stressing about?
But then in the moment of you stressing, it built you up to be strong.
That moment.
To that moment to be like, nah, like let me fucking finish this, and then I won't feel stressed.
Yeah.
So stress is kind of like, I guess, a boost.
Stress is good sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes when it's like deep stress and you hit in your head like for all day, bro, it's not good, man. Like, and it could be like, and stress can come up, say you didn't eat that day, and you're stressful.
Yeah, that could go bad.
Oh man, like you just want to rip your hair. You just want to like punch the next person that's next to you, you know. And I think I felt that throughout the entire semester, man. Especially like at school, like I felt like this semester was like, okay, like I'm stressful, but I know at the end of the day, it's towards something greater. You know.
Yeah.
This semester was crazy, man. Very fucking crazy. How'd your semester go, Omar?
It was pretty good, bro. Honestly, overall, I enjoyed the good times and the bad times. I've learned a lot, you know.
What was your downfall this semester?
You already know. You see, in our program, we have we get to do projects as a group. Like, as an architecture student, you know, if you're designing a building and a person is responsible for certain things, you know, you should communicate that through, you know. And it gets tough when you're working with other people, and it's probably the hardest thing to manage, especially if you don't like the person to begin with, you know. And you know, some people are not good at controlling or putting a line between the professional and the personal, you know, when it comes to that. Like, if you don't like me as a person, doesn't mean you think I did nothing to your group, you know.
So what, people were acting more professional than personal this semester?
They were supposed to, but they didn't.
So it was more personal than professional.
It was definitely more personal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. But I won't lie, this program definitely does get to a lot of people, especially with the workload that they give at us.
Oh, bro.
You know, like, it definitely...
That's crazy.
It definitely is a lot. But I mean, when it really comes down to it, like, everyone's just trying to fucking pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
We're all just trying to get to the goal, and that's the diploma into a job.
Bro,
nah, man,
the semester was very stressful. I'm going to say that. And next semester, it's just going to get worse. It's going to be, Bro, the only thing that sucks is, for me right now, is transportation to school. Takes too long to get to school.
Yeah.
And it's such a waste of time.
I wish Ottawa had like the O train, or the O train that goes straight to campus.
Like Carleton.
Like Carleton and Ottawa U. They both have campuses that have the train that goes past the...
Bro, we're not at university level yet.
No, but even so, like, we're still...
Apparently Algonquin, though, is supposed to get a train.
And I think we should.
In front of CA building, where those little rectangle squares.
For sure. One thing I'm really fed up with, I won't lie to you, is how people compare a college and university. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like the level that university students have over college students. Like, you know, and I think
I've been to both, and I can tell you my opinion on both. The thing I really like about the college is, like, in university, I had a lot of my classes, I don't see the same people, you know. So it was hard to like sometimes during college, the community itself, being with the same people since the beginning of the program and having the same classes, the same schedule, kind of helped me during my rough times, you know, because we kind of grew together, you know. And I guess you can apply that to everything, but it's more practical. University was very theoretical.
Did you enjoy your time in university?
I didn't have a good experience, to be honest, because I would blame probably myself for not knowing what I wanted to do. So the biggest thing would be like, what are you planning to do with that? You know what I mean? Are you just trying to get a job in your profession? Go to college. Are you trying to expand your knowledge on the topic and eventually get your master's and PhD? Go to university. You could also go to college, get a job at whatever you want, and then further your education. It'll probably be cheaper for you that way, because your work might provide you with like a certain amount of money for you to enroll in a program like that, because it benefits them as a company. So it depends on your reasoning, to be honest, and what you really want to do with it.
But no, the college definitely, I think it's on the same level as university, and I really see no difference, you know?
The workload is a lot, bro.
It really is.
I was surprised by the amount of work they...
Man, with what we get hit in this program, yeah, like...
It's very intensive.
And the thing is, it's crazy. It's very intensive, And like with the architecture program, you expect it to be more designing, you know. But when it comes to design, like
it's a very technical because it's
you know,
it's technology.
yeah.
Technician.
Yeah, man, that's fucking school, bro. Like this semester really went by so fast. I think
To be honest, it did.
I was locked in, man. I was super locked in, and you know, I'm very proud with the way I definitely like moved this semester. You know, it was definitely like a big eye opener. But now I got myself a new fucking laptop, ready for the new semester.
Congratulations, bro.
Mhm.
Trust me, it's gonna be easier to get around with the projects.
Mhm. For sure. For sure. But yeah, Omar, thanks for joining me, man. You know,
Yeah, bro.
I think
worries.
this was definitely one of many episodes. This does not have a number. I think when it comes to episodes, I'm just gonna be randomly putting them out based on how I feel and based on the algorithm of my posts.
Okay. All right. Using big words there.
Shit, man, I'm a businessman now, bruh. I got the dictionary on my bedside table now.
Yeah, you better.
I do. I'm reading this book actually, and every time I'm reading it, like I just go straight to my dictionary and I'm like, okay, what the fuck does
What
this
does
word
this
mean?
mean?
What does this mean? How is this used in this context of this paragraph? And then I'm like, oh, okay. Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It feels good reading new words and understanding what they mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow,
Absolutely. It's gives you another dimension of expressing yourself.
And I'm like, okay. Yeah, man. Honestly, I hope to see you in more podcasts. This was one of many.
Yeah, bro.
Guys, this is Omar
Anytime.
Ilali. Follow him. I'll put a description and his link down to him. Alali to his photography. Definitely give him a shout. Ottawa's on the rise. You know,
Omar on IG. It's pretty straightforward, you know. It's literally me on Instagram. Omar on IG.
if you want me to spell it, it's OMARONIG.
IG.
That's it. Peace.
Peace.
It's an urban legend.